Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below. This is my day of power. This is Thursday, Jupiterian energy, frequency, and vibration. Thank you to each and every one of you guys. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs, sir man, are deeply rooted in the ATRs. The ATRs are African traditional sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for being here on this day of power. I also want to say salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Adjays. To each and every one of you guys that want to know what it is and what it ain't. When it comes down to real magic, real conjure, real spell work, real hexing, real blessing, this is a day of power for me. I'm a Sagittarius. I am in honor of my head Orisha, who I am crowned, Mafedifun Yanza, Mafedifun Oya, and I am also crowned Mafedifun Babluaye, which is my father in Ocha and also my father in Palo and Voodoo. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, excited for you to be here with us. As you come in, I want to say, what's up, my 69? How you doing? How you do? Yeah, thank you for joining us on tonight. I appreciate many of you guys with your levels of support, and to those that have joined my Patreon family, that has joined my my family when it comes down to graveyard work, and all of you that will be godchildren and all these other special relationships that I'm going to be developing. To all of you that will be part of my Apollo family and also a part of my Orisha family and Voodoo, and to all of you just going to be part of the family. Welcome, tribe, to each and every one of you guys. What's up, Demetrius? Gemini in the house. Then I got my Aries. What's up, Tree Rhonda? Rhonda Tree? How you doing? Thank you so much. There go Mama Susan. How you doing? How you doing, honey? I want to say before we get started on tonight, on my day of power, I've been taking some cat's claw. I ain't even interested. It's something in the atmosphere, but I have been taking some cat claw to clean out my system because there's some craziness going on. So now, those that do not know, the cat claw is excellent. I'm not a doctor and I'm not your medical physician, but I'm an herbalist and I believe in divine healing. Bobby said, love the outfit. Thank you so much. But I take cat's claw, echinacea. I need to go get some more turmeric. And I take Paradoxa, but I had ran out of the bottle that I was getting because I like the extract. I also take ginseng and Don Key. I took some Don Key today, so I'm just cleaning. First of all, I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. If you do, I want to say this, and I always preface this. My beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. I am a pastor and an apostle, but I practice heavily in the black arts and the ATRs. I also want to say I have been doing magic since I was a child. I am 51 years of age. Clarity is very important because a lot of times people come into my life and they, I always do it in my intro, but they come in and they don't really study the individual by which they're listening to, whether agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. At the end of the day, you still need to know, as they say, consider the source. Know the horse's mouth that you're receiving that from. I also want to say this, that these lives are geared with melanated people in the center and the forefront of the intention of helping melanated people that are in the church that practice the ATRs. Also the ones that have left the church but got church influence, but they practice the ATRs as well. And so therefore, when it comes down to universal law, sir and ma'am, it can help anybody. But my purpose is to help be a repair of the breach. I forgot to put on my do not disturb. But I want to say to y'all, tonight is my day of power. And I want to encourage you in a way that is going to be unconventional. I want to talk about something that I think that melanated men need to hear. And also gay, straight, or bi, and also black women need to hear this. And I'm going to say this and preface again. I am a Sag. I'm not here to patronize or to any worried about people's feelings and all that. I don't do none of that. I'm here to teach the truth and the reality by which has been revealed to me. What's up, my Boaz Pisces in the house? I want to talk about tonight on my day of power, and the significance of this is to don't underestimate the fragility of men. I'm going to say this again. Do not, sir and ma'am, underestimate the fragility of men. And what that means is a lot of times certain frailty about men are underestimated. I'm going to give you the definition because y'all know melanated people like to come up with their own definition. I like to stay on task. Fragile means of an object easily broken or damaged. Of a person not being strong or sturdy or vulnerable. A weak bitch is a dangerous bitch. An inconsistent man, an unfaithful man, is a cancer to the bone. I want y'all to understand something. Never underestimate somebody because they're not smarter than you. Never underestimate somebody because you make more money than them. Don't ever underestimate the fragility of a man that has not worked out his own soul salvation with fear and trembling. Never underestimate a man with his envy and with his jealousy. When he has not gained proper identity and then allow himself to develop dealing with his issues, that man, sir and ma'am, should not be underestimated. What is happening in the ATRs and in everyday life, there's the underestimation of men and their fragility. And I'm going to talk about this today. Do not get offended with me, sir. Hear me out. What's up, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? This is why a lot of men, and especially melanated black men, are not excelling in the ATRs. You're too fragile. You're too fragile. Nobody can be honest with you. And nobody got time to pander to a grown-ass man. Gay, straight, bi, rich, poor, don't matter. What happens is, and I'm going to say some stuff, and it's going to touch you in places that no other man has gone before, but I need to go there in order to help melanated men. I'm going to be coming from Job, the 6th chapter, verse 11. Job, the 6th chapter, verse 11. Thank you, Demetrius, for that super chat. Verse 11 said, "What is my strength that I should hope? And what is my end that I shall prolong my life?" A lot of times, a lot of men, before you ever meet them, ever have kids with them, or ever have sex with them, gay, straight, or bi, are damaged before they leave home. They are broken. The average man that you run into, you're dealing with pieces of him that has already been shattered because ignorance in the home with mothers, ignorance with fathers, that they have already fractured the mindset, the ego, the emotions of a child. Remember, a child is yet still forming, still developing. This is why they stay up under the household of the parents as long as they do. Because that child is still vulnerable. That child is still fragile, especially the male. Men that are not confident in their sexuality, men that are not confident in their ability to earn, to flex their energy, frequency, and vibration in this life are very dangerous men. And a lot of people, not some, a lot of people underestimated melanated black men and their fragility. Now, I'm also going to be saying this. I want to tell this to my brothers. Until you understand that, let me actually read this. Because Job said it best. When you understand that your life is but a vapor. I'm going to be coming from what's that shit do? James. Actually, I'm going to do 2 Corinthians 4 and 7. And I'm going to share some secrets with you about me, so you'll have a better understanding what I'm talking about. It said, but we have this treasure in an earthen vessel or a clay vessel, that the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us. The reason why I excel in my spirituality, because I know how frail this body is. The mere fact that you don't get up every morning and attend to your body, not realizing it doesn't take much for that body to shut down. It don't take much for that body to be disturbed. A lot of us walk around here like we are tanks. And we're not understanding our energetic building. And we're not understanding our Merkaba. And we're not understanding why we need certain essential elements in order for us to function. A lot of black men have health problems and mind problems because of not only their thinking, but their diet. The fact that you want to practice some of the most heaviest, most primordial energies, frequency, and vibration, and you are not attending to your temple. This ain't about being Muslim by pork, none of that. This is about understanding what destroys your body and what strengthens your body. And the fact that you don't see the fragility of your body, because one day you can lift your hands and then tomorrow you won't be able to lift your hands. One day you can open your eyes, the next minute you can't open your eyes. The next minute you can hold the thought, and the next minute you can't hold the thought. The mere fact that people are not teaching you the fragility of your body and why you need protection, why you need cleansing, why you need certain governance in your life, because of how frail and fragile your temple can be. And this is why systematically that a lot of black men are destroyed in their health, because they don't understand that people understood very early on what makes your body strong. One thing I would give white men is they study black men. I'm going to say some very offensive shit tonight, and I don't really care how you take it. You will not listen to mothers and men of the earth. You will not listen to people that understand our cosmic energy, frequencies, and vibration. And you will not ingest the things that put you in a stronger state to be more receptive to stronger energies, frequencies, and vibrations. Mother Susan said something to me today that got to me. And she said, I've been watching you go through all this stuff from Minister Mario and the things that he was going through, and how you went from one trial to the next situation, the next, and you've still been going. She said, it's been over 2 years. I have watched you continuously up and down the road, and how your body, even me receiving the cauldrons in Palo, a lot of this affects my body. And I take very, very good care of my body. But even in that, this body is frail to the point where I had to go through certain changes in my body because of even some of the, I don't eat really bad pork, but I do eat food, certain things at certain times. Lack of water, I was really bad on that. And the energy follows path of least resistance. And in that, where I was weak at, it made me vulnerable. When black men learn how to protect themselves in their vulnerability, then they won't be doing bitch ass stuff in life and in relationships and interacting with other people. What's up, my Stormy? I'm gonna explain something to you. Our bodies, if you are going to progress in the ATRs as a man or as a woman, you have to understand how fragile your temple is, and that you need certain nutrients in your temple in order for you to process the energy that you are summoning, calling on, or working with. Because what happens is, the higher the frequency, the more that it will speed up the energy of your bioenergy. And what happens at that point, if your heart is not strong, if your lungs are not strong, if your organs are not strong, your muscles are not strong, you don't have enough water in your system, it can actually cause a burnout. Even being a medium, men and women, but mostly men. Women are taught very early on, because of their menstruational cycle, to take care or address their bodies. Men are not. If you're going to practice conjuring, and that's what a lot of these people, when they throwing at me and stuff like this, I don't have an unhealthy lifestyle. A lot of y'all lead in to warfare with unhealthy lifestyle. You don't have your economics together, as well as you don't have stability. Your whole journey is to get yourself stable. Every prayer you pray, every conjure you do, it's about establishing yourself and allowing yourself to be put in a position. When I'm receiving my Ngangas or I'm receiving my Orishas, I have space in order to function with those particular entities. I have space in my church. I have space in my home. My stuff is not being tossed to and fro. You have to have a place where you can habitate. Build a habitation of spirituality and interaction with your egos, your ancestors. These are very important when it comes down to directing and channeling energy, frequency, and vibration. You cannot be an alchemist, an effective alchemist, if you don't understand this. If you're not out here trying to understand what type of ingredients that are going to allow you to be open up to receive Ache, energy, frequency, and vibration. One of the things that I know that I'm receiving Kobe Day this weekend, I'm getting my body ready. Because when I got crowned, my Fedifun Oya, it did something to my body. Then when I received Centella, then behind Centella, Lucero, and then receiving Siete Rayos, and now I'm talking about this up under a year. That's a lot of energy, a lot of Ache. This is not even including me doing conjure and working for other people. This is the kind of stuff that you're supposed to be learning in your elays, in your covens, in your practices. This is why you need to understand why you need to be taking personal attention to your body when your body begins to send you signals, even when people are trying to work on you. Then we're going to go to James, the 4th chapter, 14. I got a reason why I'm going here. It says, whereas ye know not what shall be tomorrow. Listen to this. For what is your life? It is even a vapor, and that appeareth for a little time, and then vanishes away. Now, with that in mind, if I am cognizant of how fragile life is, how fleeting it can be, here today, gone tomorrow, when I'm going to get this next scripture, should have a completely different impact on you. The reason why I say this is because you're not going to do what it takes to protect yourself the way you need to protect yourself if you don't understand how fragile and vulnerable you are when it comes to certain things. Okay? Psalm 27. This is why this song means so much to me. And this is, I'm saying this to a lot of you all that follow me and want to work with me. I believe this. It says, verse 1, the Lord is my light and my salvation. I understand that I need God to light the way. If God don't reveal it, I can't see it. I want you to understand where Apostle Ely is coming from. And since I've been trained, and while I don't have the issues that a lot of y'all have in y'all fragility, that I don't have. Because I understand. I am very clear. No matter what I practice, what ATR practice, how much black art I practice, I understand that the Lord is my light and my side. He rescues me. Listen to this. Whom shall I fear? I'm going to abide under the shadows of the Almighty no matter what I practice. Because I understand how fleeting life can be. I understand how fragile the wrong, well, no, I shouldn't say wrong. Somebody hit you the right way, spiritually, you down. You out. You could be up to date and completely down by this afternoon if you get in the right warfare. Never forget how fragile your life can be out here in these spiritual streets and why you need the Most High. Now it goes on to say, the Lord is the strength of my life, and whom shall I fear? This is why it's so important to understand where my strength comes from. When somebody working on me and trying to take my life or trying to bring, I'm not the strength of my life. The Lord is. To all these men out here, that you're out here in your fragility of your ego and about your money and this and that, sir, you're so vulnerable. You have no idea how vulnerable you are. You have no idea how easily it is to take whatever it is that you standing on. You really don't understand that. The mere fact that you don't understand that I do not come out here in my own strength. I come out here in the name and the strength of the Lord. You understand? I understand the gods and the goddesses, and I show proper respect, and I do all of my ceremonial things because I understand I need their protection. This is why I try to encourage you to take care of your ego. I try to give you understanding. The reason why you don't anoint your head, the reason why you don't anoint your feet, because you don't understand how fragile you really are. You don't know how easily touched you can be. You don't know how easy it is for somebody to actually bring you down. Protecting your mind, protecting your ears, understanding that you can pick up the thoughts, you can pick up the words of somebody saying an incantation 50, 60 in another country against you. People are putting things in the atmosphere that can be at work against you. And if you don't have proper protection, how you going to ward that stuff off? Huh? Talking about you, the man. Let me tell you something about this man of God. I am rooted and grounded in the 72 names of God. You understand? I know who my source is. I know who the source of my knowledge. This is why when I step out and I'm going through situations and circumstances, I understand that I am not the provider. I understand that there's a shepherd called Jehovah Rohi, and that I am a pastor after his heart. And so therefore, if I feed your flock knowledge and understanding, you're going to take care of me. Understanding where I'm coming from. Everything that I do, the Egum is my source. Marisha is my source. Huh? I understand that when I go to Mother Earth, that she's my source. So she helps me ward off what may come against me. And that's why I can say when my enemy came up to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. A lot of y'all source is not built and structured in the divine. You're out here butt booty naked. Let me tell y'all this. Now, I'm finna get offensive. Let me say this. Black men, stop following behind white men. White men, fragility is not the standard or the structure you need to be out here doing. Let me tell you something. And I also enjoyed Kamala Harris, Vice President, and praying future President of the United States. Let me explain something what happened. Let me tell every woman what happened. And I'm going to tell every man what happened. There was a duality that took place in that debate. and people are afraid. Let me explain something to you. Nothing fears a white man than a black woman. For 90 minutes, white men saw their inferiority. For 90 minutes, white men, this ain't about black men. This is about white men. And every man that emulates him. They saw him outmatched by a black woman. I have taught this over and over again that black women are the creators of the universe. White men watch. Y'all, you got to know what they saw, not what you were seeing. Because I was getting his ass. I was all in that too. But I want you to understand the fragility. This man is almost 80 years old. This man grew up wealthy. She was not playing with his ass. And let me explain something to you about a black woman. Kamala Harris still had to rein herself in. She can't do too much because she knows, and every other black woman in society knows, how fragile that white man's ego is. And it don't take much. Her tone got to be just right. Her colors got to be just right. And even though she's getting on and she's telling the absolute truth, they still got a problem with it. White men all over this globe got a problem with that black woman. Straightening that white man. I want to remind you about the movie Color Purple. I want you to understand why you're treated the way that you're treated all over this globe, especially in the United States. I want you to know where the fear comes from. And I want you to also, I know that you understand. Because you understand that if you go on that job, you go in that company, you go in that space and play and actually be the authentic you, there's going to be a problem. And you are going to be made the problem. And you're going to be attacked. She didn't have to do no popping her lips. She had to do none of this. The mere fact that she displayed power, knowledge, clarity, leadership, and had a plan to get our asses out of this mess that he created. White men are going to have compassion for that. White men are going to have a problem with that. And I'm not saying every white woman is going to do this, but white women stand by their man. And she's going to sit there and lick his wounds. We got a fight on our hands. And it's not just this election, it's everyday life. Because Sophia in The Color Purple, when that white man turned around and hit her, she hit his ass back. When black women fight back, white men have a problem. When black women speak up, oh, y'all ain't trying to get me. What your problem is, you believe him that your black man is your enemy. You're not going by the standard of a black man when it comes down to beauty. You're straightening your hair to please him and his fragility. That's why sometimes when you see them come on my live, they be like, calm down. No, my energy bothers you. Take your ass somewhere. I'm not here to deal with your fragile ass. Huh? I'm not here to make you feel comfortable that you don't feel like I'm shaking your ego with knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I'm not going to blow your mind. You understand? Y'all got to understand what took place with her. And she going to need protection. Because she displayed the image that I told y'all way back when feminine energy is in power, what it really looked like. When it's supported by masculine energy. That means that feminine energy can be directed with direct power. This is why we are represented as the Ankh, not the white man. The black woman and the black man. The only two species. But we have a problem, Houston. We have a problem. For 90 minutes, she walked her dog. I know it, you know it, and they know it. And they saw every black woman. I promise you, they saw every black woman on the school bus. They saw every black woman in the cafeteria. They saw every black woman in their corporation. How much of a threat this bitch is. It's one thing to talk about who you are. When it's displayed, and guess what? She don't have none of the perks. Ain't this the same shit we always do? She don't have none of the perks that he done had. And they were more compassionate to him, and she the woman. They were more compassionate. Let me tell y'all something. This is why that white man shot that black woman in her face. This is why grown-ass white men could body slam black little girls. He's threatened. And he has every right to be threatened. The problem is you don't know who you are. Don't ask Kamala Harris to be completely herself, because that threatens them. Because we all done said things in our full voice that it has shook the room. You ain't got to be in leadership position. You ain't got to be an administrative. Get rowdy and see how things change. You can't operate in your full emotion. You can't talk in your full voice. Because you have to tiptoe around their fragility. That same thing about when we talk about slavery and knowledge and wisdom. Understand? All this is about the fragility of white men. But black men, you fragile. You need to protect you. You need to understand where you get your strength from. Because you can't stand by her when you're not in your power. You can't help direct her feminine energy. You can't attract her power. This is why I am crowned my Fedifun. Oh yeah. This is why my second mother is Yemi Ja. And my mother also is Oshun. Because feminine energy is drawn to masculine energy. Because the reason I'm able to conjure and summon and direct power, because I understand, I stand in my truth. Sir, I don't care if you gay, bi, or straight. You carry masculine energy. And it should be able to summon feminine energy. This is what we talk about the priest when the glory of God, or the Shekinah glory, filled the temple. And the smoke. Your presence, when you stand up like the Ark of the Covenant, then feminine energy should descend from the heavens like a dove and set upon thy shoulder. And you begin to work signs, wonders, and miracles. You have to have feminine covering. Sir, did you hear me, sir? If you're a Christian, that was feminine energy setting upon. That was the Father speaking out of heaven. But who descended from those heavens was feminine energy. It was drawn to masculine energy. And because he had the spirit without what? Measure. The more you are in your masculine energy, the more measure of God's power you're going to be able to house. I'm going to say that again, sir, and I'm going to say it a little slower. The more you are in your energy, your Ache, the more you're going to be able to summon the power of God. The feminine energy. Because that is the power of God. That's what holds the heavens. That's what holds the earth. And that's what holds under the earth. Feminine energy. This is why when I walk in my energy, women, all races, all creeds, all colors, even men walking in feminine energy are drawn. Are you hearing me, sir? Because I have clarity understanding how fragile I am. And when I say if it had not been for the Lord, see, things should mean something totally different. When you understand that you're easily broken, when you understand you're easily damaged, I know where my strength comes from. This is why I overcome whatever, because I understand if you and the whole world be against me, if God be for me, see, I make sure that before I step out, I know that who's on my side. See, y'all think I'm just out here talking trash and I'm saying, no. I'm making sure Ola Damari, Alofi, El Shaddai, the Elohim, I'm making sure that they're the strength of my life. So when you come for my life, you got to come for them. Are you hearing me? Sir, the mere fact that you don't understand that your body is a earthen vessel, which means a fragile vessel. But inside of that fragile vessel houses the excellency of God's power. If you understood that, you would take better care of it. If you understood where your power came from, you would protect feminine energy. You wouldn't be out here fighting women. You will be out here educating, supporting, and directing them back to primordial position. Okay, hold on. Let me say it like this. If you understood your direction, you will be seating her in heavenly places where she comes from. I'm going to say it again. When women are in position, we are in position. Go study the Ankh for real. Stop playing with your dick, stop playing with your balls, and go study the Ankh for real. What a phallus is and the purpose of a phallus. The same concept why we utilize wands. This is a ram's horn. This is a ram's horn. But if I don't have power to direct it, I can feel it and harness the energy, feminine energy in this ram's horn, but I have to be able to direct that energy to a person, place, or thing in order for manifestation to take place. That's how important it is as a unit. That remember, the Ankh is not separate. The vagina is together. It's together. When you put feminine and masculine energy together, when you put black melanated men and black melanated women together, then we are the forces of these cosmos. This is why a house divided cannot stand. This is why there's always a concerted effort of every other race to keep that man and that woman separated. You ever heard of the cartoon characters of Super Friend, Wonder Twin Powers activate? Jan and Jane? The moment. This is why when people, y'all jealous of my platform. Because when these melanated women come on my platform and they begin to tap, they begin to tap into my energy, and they begin to touch off on my energy. What happens is we all elevate. You know why? Because I know how to direct energy. And you know they are the energy. And so, because I understand chaos energy. Whether that chaos energy is in a fixed sign, whether that chaos energy is in a mutable sign, whether it is in a cardinal sign. I understand the Ache, I understand the element of that chaos energy. Whether it's water, air, fire, or earth. The mere fact that I walk in clarity and understanding, not only can we benefit, but we manifest quickly and easily and effortlessly. But as long as we, as black men, don't understand our fragility, and stop copying the fragility of that. He's a recessive gene. Do you understand that, sir? Recessive. That means everything else can fashion it. Everything else can mold it. This is why they are masters at copying everybody. This is why we are the pioneers. We are the originators. We are the creators and inventors. Because that's what our energy is. It's life building. It's karmic. It's karmic energy. It's chaos energy. It's carbon energy. It's 666. This is why it's so important, God. Educate yourself. Stop going around here not paying attention. Those white men did not like that. all around the world. Because Trump is their avatar. He is their representation. And they're going to do whatever they have to do to protect it. I advise us to do the same. This ain't about just election. It's about every day. It's our conjurers that are out here. These people that are stepping out here on the forefront. And tell y'all know that it costs money, time, and energy. And this type of knowledge, they don't want melanated people to catch up. And they most certainly did not want. They didn't think that he was going to walk the dog with her, but they did not expect her to handle him like she did. Every black man that got a black mama know what an ass whooping look like. When I tell you she tore his ass up in the most professional, low tone, and she could, but when I say she got a hold of that anus, and she didn't let go until they were ding, 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 she did not play with him. Yes, she was presidential. Yes, she was a leader. But I'm telling you what they saw. What their ancestors saw. They saw Sophia swinging back. They seen Sophia having enough. That's why they beat her like they did. You got to understand where that hatred come from. You got to understand where that vitriol come from. You got to understand why you what is it? Ain't even bother you why you are what? Because they understand. And those Egun, their ancestors, their Morito, know if we ever get together, it's over. Not going to be over. It's a wrap. We put in power their Jesus. We put in power their economy. Like black people are the source of all of these people's success. But our own. The more truth I tell on this platform, the more relevant. But if I come on here cussing somebody out, you all with that. I would not be where I am today if I did not understand real science and real mathematics. I would not be overcoming the obstacles in my life the way that I had to overcome them. The amount of money that I've been had to generate to get stuff done. The amount of favor that God has given me. Do you understand what it is to be a melanated man in a black church and preaching this and teaching this kind of gospel? Bringing this type of clarity, speaking on these subject matters? Do you realize how much I have to spend time cleansing and protecting myself? Because I understand. I understand how fragile life can be. And one thing they do not want is clarity of the mind. I got you, Calvina. And I got Demetrius. I don't see what you can say here for. Stop gossip for Demetrius. Let me tell y'all something. I'm still excited about this election. But I want us to understand what we're looking at and realize the reality of the fragility of these people. You telling them about Trump being a liar, they liars. You talking about Trump, she does, because what y'all understand, that prosecutor got up there in the minds of white men, you treated him like he was black. Because Trump fits all the stereotypes of how they talk about black men. She called out every stereotype when it came to Trump that they normally project on black men. Trump fit every one of those stereotypes. You're a menace to society. You're a predator. Think about what she was saying. That Kamala Harris is smart. Smart. And now that she has access to certain information, she has broadened her skill set. They know what kind of threat that is. And they know what type of women and men that are looking at her. The fact that some of you got to be educated about imagery and symbology, still claiming you practicing the ATR, you got to understand what took place on there. Everything that they have said about black men and they lazy, what you think she was basically calling Trump welfare. You got over $400 million and you still not a success. They say black men, Trump don't want to work, a criminal. Always trying to beat somebody out of something. Always trying to live off somebody. She pointed all those points out. She couldn't come out here and say, nigga, I know you ain't. She not finna do that. Think about the language. Go back and watch that debate. Think about the things she pointed out. Those are all the things that they have said about black men that she pointed out about Trump. And they want him to be their president. One thing I would give it to white people over black people, they're not going to let your shortcomings stop them from going after their agenda. Black people will look for imperfection in other black people, even though they are the most qualified to run that race and to hold that position. But you will look for something to have a problem with, not to support. And that's a mind problem that we need to fix. That is a divisive a feeling that you're sitting here in your fragility as a man, and you won't support because you're trying to control my progress and who I have progress with. White men hate black men, but absolutely loathe the educated black woman. I love that, Natasha. Instead of us understanding what did the bigger picture around Kamala Harris and what happened on that stage, because what he symbolizes and what she symbolizes, because he's a Gemini, she's a Libra, and she's standing on that stage and she's looking at him. Because you got to listen to how white men describe what she was. It's not about what black people saying. Because we all got that auntie, mama, grandma that's like that. Or even worse. Listen to how white men interpret her behavior on that stage and how they responded to that. That's going to let you know what the problem is. What Olivia Pope dad told her, that every black kid on her, you got to be twice as good as them just to get half of what they're going to get. Twice as good. That's what he telling his daughter, and look how rich he is, look how knowledgeable he is, and he understands their fragility. Because if it wasn't for fragility, we wouldn't have to be twice as good. We all know, every one of us, rich, poor, gay, straight, or bi, know that Kamala Harris had to earn whatever position she has. She know her shit. Because you cannot be a black woman in a position just for namesake. They ain't finna give you no position like that. You got to really know yours for them to even offer you. The reason why she keep telling Joe Biden thank you for all y'all that are a little slow, because that's something he did not have to do. That was planned and that was strategized. Huh? And she carrying that torch. When you as a black man or black woman, that's what I love about Michelle Obama. When she understood the assignment. Huh? She knew it as a Capricorn, she knew it wasn't about her. She was thinking about all them little girls that are going to be watching her. Huh? Sometimes people be trying you because they want you to act up. What's up, my love? Oh, let me get your seventh chakra. See, when you know, when black women understand the assignment, shit start happening. The reason why I have been as successful as I have, and to all you bitches don't understand, it's black women on my platform that understand the assignment. They done already did their research on Chief Apostle Samuel the Dream. They have already come to their conclusions. They've already dissected. They've already observed. That's what they were doing the whole process. And they have come to the conclusion, this Negro got our vote. And ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about that, because when a black woman strengthens a black man, I want you to look at me real good, brothers, if you want to listen to me. When, just like Oya has strengthened me, when a black woman strengthens a black man, that expands his crown. Huh? And when feminine energy encompasses around you, can't nobody touch you. Can't nobody touch you, because God surrounds you. Understand the revelation behind that. When a black woman surrounds you, that is God. That is divine. And when she encompasses around you, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And when one black woman connect with another black woman and they pull a chain, where you going? Where you going? Who gonna bring who down? You hoes can pray till Jesus come, and you Negroes can throw it. It ain't gonna work. It ain't. I'm trying to tell you, walk in your arche. To disrespect energy, frequency, and vibration, and claim that you connected to the divine, it's absurd. It's time for you to recognize your fragility and understand the wisdom by which these women represent. Huh? The good, the bad, and the ugly. If you want to know the truth about me, because I don't really care. I only have one male spirit. When Padrino, when we went out there and I was getting crowned my Fetty for Onya, I had 8 female spirits and only 1 male. And that's why I have so much power. I'm telling you. They're chaos energy. They're life-building energy. They're the Ngangas. And when women find a masculine energy, they become your son. And you become their covering. Unk. You're not going to make it, bro. And a woman that don't understand her ache and her energy, she dangerous. And as long as black women trying to be like white women, you dangerous. You are dangerous to our practice. You are dangerous to our existence. You need to understand why that ache is what it is. I am part of a matriarchal magical system. Okay? Not a patriarch. That's why y'all hold that throwing at me. That's why it's keep getting shut down. You're not going to make me sit. I'm going to win, honey. I'm going to win. And I'm telling you to your face why I'm going to win. Because I have the complete support of black melanated women. They're the creations of the universe. So the next time you hear me say, if God be for me, you understand that I'm talking about melanated women. Of all melanation. Light skin, dark skin, pecan tan, jet black. Because once they recognize that that's really masculine energy, they're going to protect it. That's why every child in the depiction of a male is sitting in the hands of a woman as a baby. Huh? When you talk about the hands of God, know what hands you sitting in. When you talk about the finger of God, the mother of God. Oh, yes. See, I understand the revelations. You, sir, are still missing out on Punani. Not me. Calvina, I got your Cash App. And thank you, Stormy. Thank you so much, baby. Let me tell you something. This is so real. And I was saying to myself that I was waiting on this to happen. I did not take into account how white men were going to respond to this. I did. That's right, Miranda from Hawaii said black women gonna. Let me tell y'all something. What I have, and I try to tell people all the time, I know who my help is. I know who my support is. And I can encourage you. But the mere fact that you don't understand how fragile and vulnerable you are, and if you don't have people that are seers, facts, superior beings watching to be inferior cave dwellers is wild. Well spoken, Natasha. Only fragile people try to get rid of your history. Only fragile people create a system to keep you down. Huh? Let me tell y'all something. I'm not trying to be whatever about this. Do you not know how much of an insult it is for them to say that Kamala Harris is not qualified to be the president of the United States? I need y'all to really let that sink in. What are they telling every black girl in these United States? That this woman, with her resume, is not qualified, and this white man who has failed, and a convicted felon is more qualified to be the president of these United States than this black woman? If that speaks so much volume. The mere fact that this race is still close. It says everything we need to say. Don't come to me talking about America is about Christian values. The mere fact that this is like picking fruit. This is a rotten apple. This is a freshly picked apple. This is a rotten grapefruit. This is a freshly picked grapefruit. I'm talking about it ain't even close. You don't even have to have agricultural experience or skills. You can clearly see that there's a rotten fruit and a freshly picked fruit. I got you, Renee, mental clarity and protection. I need y'all to really think about that. The fact that white men are out there saying that Kamala Harris is not qualified, but for the vote for Trump. Not qualified. Black people. Black people. How many times we done heard that? And black men ain't out there saying that. White men saying that. If she ain't qualified, just cause Becky sucking your dick and eating out your ass don't make her qualified either. You got Becky running a whole nursing floor, and this bitch can bet. This bitch ain't got no business even being in the nursing industry. No less than talking about running a whole floor of nurses. Not this bitch. But because she's sucking your dick and swallowing your cum and eating out your ass, all of a sudden she qualified? I'm just saying. I'm a pastor and a preacher. I'm just saying. She ain't just a lawyer. She done been an attorney general. How she ain't qualified? She's a sitting vice president right now. How she ain't qualified? She helped cleaning up Trump shit right now, him and Pence. And she ain't qualified? Oh, the insult. Let me tell you something. When somebody telling you about how brilliant they are and how much smarter they are you, but they sitting around utilizing the shit you done invented, I'm going to say that again real slow. When somebody's sitting around talking about how much better they are and how much smarter they are than you, but sitting around utilizing the shit you and your people done invented, you can't take them seriously. I got you my 69. I got Demetrius. All right, Calvina done sealed the deal with her 13 cert. Let me tell y'all something. I'm never going to apologize for the stuff I say because that's not me. What I am trying to say to melanated black men and women, that we have to be about our business and we have to understand the times that we're in. And we have to understand, don't ever underestimate the fragility of men, and especially white men. How far they will go to protect their fragility. And black men, you need to get your ass in the gear because you're lacking. And you too far behind the ball. We don't have time to play. We don't have time for excuses. We don't have time to talk about let somebody give you. No, you need to do your work. You need to get your money up. You need to get your nuts in the gear. You got to start worrying about pussy. Pussy gonna be here. You need to get to work and get some shit done. Get your business, your affairs in order so we can move to the next level. Because one thing, I'm not going to allow the fragility of another man, and especially a recessive gene, to walk all over me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You understand that? It is time for us to call it for what it is and then stand in it and make them own it. Huh? I don't care if you're in the line at the grocery store and they're talking about she ain't qualified. Turn her, excuse me? And this bitch ringing up these groceries qualified? Huh? Kamala Harris to run this goddamn Publix. No less than run the bullshit ass life you got. Who ain't qualified? I'm qualified to whoop your ass. Y'all got to nip this in the bud. You can't be out here talking reckless. You don't want nobody talking about Trump with the shit he doing? Oh, bitch, you not finna talk about Kamala, whatever her pronunciation. You's not talking about Kamala Harris. If you don't want nobody to talk about bleach booty Trump, you damn sure. He got more felonies than all my uncles. And they have federal charges against the United. Who? I don't care if it's on a school bus. What you not gonna do is disrespect what she has already accomplished. If she don't do nothing else, she done surpass the bitch that you call mama. Can I say that again? She done surpass the bitch you call mother. Mama. You understand that? She has accomplished more than you and your daddy has accomplished with the opposition that y'all have set up in this country, and she still was successful. She is now the sitting vice president of these fuck-ass United States. And she's not qualified? She's not qualified? Oh, yeah, she's qualified. Don't worry about if I'm gay or straight. Only thing you need to be worried about is this right here. When Kamala Harris and every black person get tired of y'all fuck ass, let me tell y'all something. And every gay man and every bisexual man know this about white men. Y'all take more dick than collar got liver pills. Let me tell y'all something. White men do some of the most filthiest things and call it sex. Huh? If anybody wants to be raped, is a white man. If somebody wants to be beat down, abused, and talked to like a dog, is a white man. Huh? Especially my sex workers. They all know I'm telling the truth. They know I'm telling the truth. So don't tell me about him being a police officer, because he's still taking 14-inch dildos. We don't care nothing about what y'all call gay. Fuck y'all. Huh? Because we'll take a gay black man, a bisexual black man, over any straight white man. Because he's just as feminine. And when he gets on his knees, huh? And let me tell y'all something. And especially to this person that made this statement. I want you to think about this psychologically. Let me break this down to you. Because I want black men to hear me. I want black women to take notes of what I'm about to say. Why would a grown white man castrate a grown black man. Of all the things that he could have cut off of that black man, why was it his penis? Ain't that some gay shit? That's you go to Egypt and you shoot the nose off the Sphinx. But every chance you get to hang a nigga, you want to take his dick off. You supposed to be, out of all the body parts that he has to offer, you go straight for his dick. A white man should never talk about homosexuality to no species on planet Earth. The mere fact that you fuck animals, you lick animals in the mouth, you let animals lick between your leg and in your anus, That's why there's so many penicillin and all these other drugs for antibiotics, because of the filthy shit y'all do. Gerbils in your ass. White men are in no authority morally or anything to talk about any form of sexuality. If the sex workers would talk, especially the Republican Party, when the Republican Party is having a convention, there's not a gay man home. Not a cat cowboy, don't play. White men? Sarah, your husband sucks cock. Ridge, Tyler, he's taken up in the eyes. It wasn't a hard day at work, it was a hard bob. It wasn't a hard day at work. He was getting hard rod. That's what was going on. And I will give it to some of you white women, you don't even care. He's still your man. I respect that. But what we're not going to do is have you out here talking about black. Nobody. Latino men, Brazilian men, no melanated man on planet Earth. Not y'all. You are not the moral standard when it comes down to sex or sexuality. You don't want Nazim on your face, you want nut on your face. You can't talk to black men about sexuality. And that's what education would do. Know their history before you allow them to be out here talking and jaw jacking. Cause those words and terminology, that shit don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing to me. It don't affect me at all. But I think educating black men and black women about what white men actually do and their fragility and who they're really trying to protect. I watch porn, I have a Pisces rising. It don't matter what kind of porn you watch, white people, all the type of filthy stuff, they're because of white men. Because they're not creating porn for black men. They're not creating, black men don't have that kind of pull. Whatever you see out there and the perverted shit, the midgets having sex, that's white men. That's what they want to see. That's what turns them on. Yeah, fuck me in the ass. My bad. All right. My day of power. I had a great day at work. They worked me, but I made my money. Minister Al McCrary said, "Preach, Apostle." Stop! Don't do that. Don't do that. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We gonna win, but we got to be aware of that fragility, not only in ourselves, but also in these white men. Okay? I love y'all, and I'll see you guys on the flip. On Sunday, they changed my schedule. Well, I was supposed to be in Tampa at 1 p.m., Now Padrino wants me there at 8 a.m. So I got to leave here by like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I may just go Saturday. If they get my crown done for Babaloye, then I'll go to Miami. But if not, that's what I've just got to figure it all out. It's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to catch up and take care of. So y'all just give me some time, and I got to get some orders out and all that stuff. But you know, I've been working really, really long hours. So it just coming home and trying to do this and this internet, it can be taxing. But once again, let's not sleep on this. Oh, I love you back, my Natashas. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, and be looking for some stuff. Once I get this stuff settled and get everything done, it's gonna be off the chain. One thing I will not do is disappoint. We done had enough of that. I'm trying to get in position to get this stuff done, and I'm doing it while I'm in my full strength and my health, and so I'm excited for that. But I want to say thank you for all of your support, how you just keep riding with me and being there for me on my YouTube page, my TikTok, my website, my 13 Circle, my graveyard work, and so this is Melanated Strong over here. All right, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the flip.